Hello, this is Mr. Huff. Let's go through this week in civil engineering and architecture. So what we're going to do on Monday is we're going to finish up the documentation of your architectural style model. You have a little document you need to fill out about your model. It won't take you long. The link to make the document is already there. Put it in your engineering folder, fill it in with your own words, and submit it as a PDF. You also need to produce a Jamboard with pictures of your model and descriptions of the features that are distinctive to that architectural type. And when you're done, download that as a PDF by choosing the 3-button menu and choosing download as PDF, and turn that PDF in there. It's real important that you get this done on Monday, because tomorrow we're going to do a gallery walk, or on the next day rather. So if we look at that on Tuesday, you're going to open a folder, and then you're going to go through and look at those different Jamboards and identify the architectural style. I will have a link here to a Google form before we start this activity, but I can't put that in there until I see what gets turned in. And then after you go through and look at those styles and identify the styles, you're going to complete this reflection activity where you tell me what you've learned about architectural styles in 3 sentences. On Wednesday, we're moving into wall systems, so I have an assignment here about wall system notes. I have a video that I made of the slideshow. A lot of you are having trouble with the PowerPoints on your student devices because there's been an update and a bunch of stuff is broken. So what I did is I made a video just of me flipping through the slides. There's a lot of animation in this presentation. I also provide that presentation for you if you want to just go through it on your own, but it may not work on your computer because of the challenges we've been having with the Microsoft PowerPoint program. Okay, now let's take a look at what we're going to do on Thursday. Thursday, you're going to use your notes from Wednesday and take a little quiz about wall systems. If it doesn't go well, you get a second attempt. And then we will do notes about roof systems, and it's the same kind of thing. At this time, it's a PDF, so you don't have to worry about animating anything. So go through the PDF, fill in the notes page that I provide for you, make a PDF of that note page, and turn it in. Be sure and follow instructions very carefully. Things like putting it in your engineering folder and keeping up with your name and date. That's very important to me. Then on Friday, we're going to start a roof systems project. This is where you are going to build a model of a roof system. And I have a link to the fact sheet and the conclusion questions for you already made. So all you have to do is make a copy of that. You don't have to produce anything in a notebook or anything. Let me be clear about something. You can only choose one of these models to build. There's some in there that are too simple. That's not what I'm looking for. We want to have at least a hip, a gable with dormer, a gambrel, gable and valley, or a hip and valley roof. And then I also have some, let's go through some of the details in this assignment. I wanted to note that you're responsible for your own materials in this assignment. Use the fact sheet to support what you're collecting as far as what's needed in step 2 and the conclusions. It talks about a Kleenex box in there. We are going to make it any size and shape. My intent is that your model would be inside a 12 by 12 by 12 inch box if we were to kind of put a size on it. I don't want it to be real tiny, and I don't want it to be real big. So we'll say that if it's about that size, that's what we want. And there's a thing about turning in some content in the end at step 4. We're going to replace that with the Jamboard, and the conclusions are already in the fact sheet. If you're face-to-face, I expect you to bring your materials on Monday. That's a lot to ask, but I believe you can set a reminder on your phone. And that will do it for this week. Actually, what you're going to turn in on Friday is a sketch with a materials list you're going to need to build that model, and you're going to take a scan of that and turn it in as a PDF, and that's all you're going to do on Friday. Monday we will build. So I will see you guys soon. Hope this is helpful.